curbside to go means you can experience quality anywhere. Call in and pick it up on your way home without leaving your car. No cooking, no cleaning, just dinner. Harvey's, a difference you can taste.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. Thanks as always for tuning in with us live from the Room to Room Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Maggie McCauley. Hope you have your cup of coffee ready to go this morning and you're headed out the door. Here's what you need to know moving forward. Not as cool of a morning ahead. If you haven't already stepped out, don't expect those nice 50s that are not in the forecast this morning. Warming trend has already started and we'll see it continue as we head throughout your week ahead. Dry as well. Dry pattern has set itself up in North Mississippi and we will see that continue as we move ahead. Take a look right now at current satellite and radar this morning and region wide. You can see we're dry here in North Mississippi, dry across a good portion of the southeast as well. If you're traveling today, you're good to go on all sides of the Mississippi. And we don't see rain until we get far out over into places like Kansas and Oklahoma, seeing some rain this morning. But again, closer to home, we are good to go. Just seeing some clouds starting to kind of make their way and move into the forecast. We'll see that throughout your day ahead. But you can still expect a good mix of sun and clouds. And again, dry conditions to persist. We'll watch those clouds slowly start to move in. As I said, though, temperatures are warmer this morning. And that's not just for us, that's area wide. Take a look at temperatures right now across the board. 60 in Tupelo, 64 in Starkville. We're in the upper 60s in Memphis, middle 60s over in Little Rock. Further south you go, the warmer things get in the upper 60s from Monroe, Natchez over in Hattiesburg as well. And then moving off to the east, temperatures in the 60s. So across the southeast this morning, we're all sitting warmer. We're all sitting in the 60s. Here's the good news I have. Dew points are not as high and they're not going to be getting as high for the week ahead. That means that moisture level is going to be limited as we head over the next few days, even over the next 7 days, not feeling as muggy. Now still in the 60s, but it's really the 70s you can see along the Gulf Coast. When those start to show up, that's when we really start to see those muggy conditions. That's not going to be the story moving forward. Over your first 12 hours, temperature is going to be getting into the upper 60s as we head over your next hour ahead. 80s are right back in the forecast today, even before noon. We'll be 81 by 11, upper 80s into your afternoon ahead, but a lot of us topping off near 90 today. But again, 80s sticking around a lot of the time for your afternoon. Good mix of sun and clouds. 70s do come back into the forecast into your evening ahead. Here's what you can expect over your next few days in terms of rain and clouds. In terms of rain, not tracking anything, but we will see clouds move in and out of the forecast as we head into your evening ahead. You know, those clouds that I just showed you going to be moving in and out of the area. Heading into Thursday, a little bit more clouds than not to start off your day, and those will mix in throughout your day ahead for tomorrow. Here's the thing, a few models trying to squeeze out some showers. We're so dry here in North Mississippi. I don't think that's going to be happening. I think things are going to be sticking very dry as we head over the next few days and then even over the next 7 days. Here's a live look over in Amory. Not even a cloud in the sky. Beautiful conditions out there. Temperatures in the 50s there, upper 50s anyway. Beautiful ongoing conditions to start off your Wednesday morning. Same story over in Winona. Take a look at this. Upper 60s there, a little bit warmer overall. Nice conditions happening. Here's what you can expect. The heat's going to be building in throughout your work week. We're looking at high pressure in place, keeping us dry, keeping us warm as we head late week. The heat is going to be continuing, not only for us here in North Mississippi, but for a good portion of the United States. Things are going to be warming up. They're going to be sitting above above average, and that's going to be continuing for a while. I'll talk next of how long you can expect these above average conditions to stick around and just how warm things are going to be getting as well. We're going to talk over that. And of course, we'll recap tropics before I do let you go this morning as well. So you can expect all of those details coming up right after this.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
You may see a teen struggling to find his way. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we see a teen gaining the confidence and skills to land his first job. Kids today need people to see their potential and help them achieve it. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we do whatever it takes to help kids succeed. Because when we see young people, we see limitless possibilities. Do you? Join us, Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McCauley.
Hey, thanks for waking up with us. Thanks as always for tuning in to Mississippi Live Weather this morning. Here's a live look out there in Kosciuszko. Nice conditions ongoing across the board. If you haven't stepped out the door this morning, temperatures in the 60s for a majority of us. So definitely warmer out there, but overall lots of sunshine. Same story in Greenville. You can see here temperatures already in the 70s there and plenty of sunshine coming down in that part of North Mississippi. Same story over in Pontotoc as well, and temperatures in the 60s there. As for your airport delays this morning, if you're hopping on a flight or knowing anyone that's coming in and out of the area across the United States, I'm not tracking any major airport delays. So that is some good news across the board. You can see there from Denver down to Dallas, Fort Worth, and then over closer to home in Memphis International. You're good to go in Atlanta as well. Sticking around here in North Mississippi, your day ahead temperature is going to be climbing into the 70s by 9, upper 70s by 10, into the 80s by 11. Lots of sunshine for the front half of your day as well. Overall, definitely a warmer day ahead. Look at your day planner as we put it all on here over your next 12 hours. Temperature is going to be getting into the upper 80s for majority of your afternoon, but topping off in the low 90s for a good portion of us. So definitely a little bit warmer out there than yesterday, and that trend's going to continue as we head over the next few days. Temperatures as we head 5, 6, 7 o'clock going to be falling, eventually getting into the 70s as we head 7 o'clock and on. As for tomorrow, again, today we're topping off in the low 90s. Tomorrow we are going to be topping off in the middle 90s for a majority of us out there for your Thursday. 96 in Clarksdale, 95 in Cleveland. Wouldn't be surprised to see some upper 90s over in the Delta in Greenville. Middle 90s for Northeast Mississippi out there for your Thursday. 95 in Bruce, 94 in Houston, 94 up in New Albany. Overall, a warmer day ahead for Thursday, even warmer than today. Let's take it into your weekend, shall we? Got any weekend plans going on? Well, more of the same. Middle 90s stick around for Saturday and Sunday. So definitely going to be warm, summer surge. But here's the only good news I have. We are sticking dry through your weekend. So going to any of those SEC football games, got any plans? You can take them outdoors. Just want to have the t-shirts and shorts ready. As I said, rain chances ahead all the way from today through a good portion of your next work week. 0. Nada. Staying very, very dry here in North Mississippi as we head over the next few days to round out your work week, going into your weekend, and then also going into a good portion of your next work week. It's actually not until the middle and latter portion of next work week that I'm tracking any type of rain potential in North Mississippi. So it's going to be a while before we see that. So here's a look at your precip outlook. That's why this is sitting below average as we head even into next week, the 16th through the 20th for North Mississippi, for a good portion of the southeast as well. So very dry conditions are going to be remaining even as we head into our next work week. We're looking at a pretty big stretch of dry weather, and I know that can be impactful for some harvesters, for some farmers, and some not. I actually texted my dad. He's my point person when it comes to farming, and I always like to ask him, hey, is this impacting these farmers or this potentially? And he said dry weather is actually better for harvest, so it might be better over your next few days. You're just going to have to water your crops a little bit more. So that's the main story moving going forward, make sure to water those plants as well. If you still got some outdoors, my ferns are going to need watering over your next few days. 90s expected back today, middle 90s as we had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Again, dry conditions remaining in the forecast. Then we'll bump it up to the middle to upper 90s as we head into our next work week. So even looking at next work week, not much relief when it comes to these above average conditions. Let's talk tropics. Before I do let you go this morning, I want to give you a look. Nothing has really changed, but giving you an update nonetheless. Take a look at your tropical satellite. Still seeing this disorganization of storms that potentially could have been something last week, but now Saharan dust has set itself up coming off the African coastline right in this area we look to for tropical development. That's going to be continuing. You can see this dust just making its way off the coastline. As we continue Thursday into your weekend ahead, that's going to continue to pour over, and this dust just really inhibits tropical development. So not looking at any potential when it comes to the tropics over the next 7 days, even though we are heading into the peak of hurricane season. Not looking at anything right now. I'll let you know and keep you updated if that does change. Here's your last look at your 7-day forecast this morning. Again, today will be in the 90s. And that's the story today all the way through your next work week. 91 today, but we'll be a little bit warmer going into there as well. 94 Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday in the middle 90s, dry conditions. You can see those overnight lows do bump up as well from the low 60s into the middle 60s. So warming up in terms of our overnights as well. As we head into our next work week, again, middle to upper 90s are back in the forecast. So that sticks around even 97 by Tuesday. And as I said, when it comes to rain chances, it's really not until the middle or even the latter part of our next work week when I'm looking at any type of measurable rainfall coming back into the forecast. So I'll keep you updated with that as our 7-day does extend over the next few days. I'm hopeful that we'll have some rain chances at least by the end of it. Again, we'll keep you updated with the latest forecast, and you can make sure to check in with our latest forecast with our next live broadcast. That'll be happening at 5 o'clock this evening. We'll be on at 5, 6, and 10. Matt and Gabe live from the Room to Room Weather Center. Again, make sure to check in there with your latest forecast. And as always, I'll be waking right back up with you tomorrow morning at 6:30. Thanks for tuning in and have a great Wednesday.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
When people are fed, futures are nourished. They can connect with the world around them, unlock endless possibilities, and thrive. Join the movement to end hunger. Volunteer. Advocate. Donate. Go to feedingamerica.org/actnow.